Hi, my name is Keith. Welcome to the channel. Today we are continuing the Tascam 122 cassette deck. If you remember from the previous video, I did a safety check before I plugged it in, and I heard something sliding around inside. So I opened it up and I found not one but two things. The first was a little nylon donut, and the second was a iron ferrite magnetic core. Clearly the nylon donut would not have caused a problem if it got on the circuit board someplace, but the iron core clearly would have caused a problem, particularly if it got across a capacitor and the power supply. It would have shorted it out and caused big problems. So that's why you do the safety checks. There we go. So this is the inside of the Tascam 122. It's laid out really well. The tape transport system was easy to get out. It came out as a single piece. Once you unplugged all the wires and everything that connect to it, there was just 5 screws holding it in. You took those screws out, you just backed the whole thing up and picked it up. The tape transport system, was in good condition, with the exception of the drive belt. It got gooey, it broke in pieces, and it just got a black sticky goo all over everything in the drive system. So it took several hours to clean that all up, get all the black gooey off, and I still have some of it on my hands. But I cleaned it all off and put new belts on, and I found out where those two pieces came from. So up on, I'll zoom in here a little bit. This is this pulley right here is the pulley that is attached to the tape counter. And on this little circuit card right next to the pulley, there's a little tiny reed switch, and it has contacts in it that just open and close like this. So what the magnet does is attached to the pulley, and it turns, and the pulley then will turn the magnet. So as the magnet goes from North Pole to South Pole, the contacts open and close and open and close and open and close. The sensing circuit in the tape transport looks for that, and if those contacts are constantly opening and closing, then it leaves the motor on. It says that it's got tape. But if it gets near the end, if it gets to the end of the tape and those contacts stop opening and closing, then the sensing circuit says, I've reached the end of the tape, shut the motors off. So what I'm going to do is this little white donut, it's got a tiny crack in it. And that's why it cracked, and then it worked loose. Yeah, so let's see if we can get this crack visible. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a crack there in that little nylon. So I'm going to put a couple drop or so of super glue in there, and then zip tie this around here to hold it in really tight while it sets. I'll put some super glue on the iron core, push it down on the pulley, and then I'll pop this on, and yeah, and then put everything back. Once everything goes back in, then we'll be ready to continue with the checkout of the cassette deck. So I just wanted to give you an update on what I found inside and what I'm doing about it and where we're going next. So if this is the kind of content you like, then hit the like button. Hit the bell if you want to be reminded, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, the best way to keep your vintage audio equipment working is to use it regularly. Thank you. Take care.